Hi students, welcome back to our video series on C++ programming. Yes, and in the last video we have started with unit 4, which is functions, correct? And okay, let's continue with another important topic, which is inline functions. Okay, now what is inline function and why we use inline function? Okay, we know the definition for function. Function is nothing but collection of statements to perform a particular task, that is the function, correct. Now there are three steps in function. We use function declaration, then function call, and then function definition. Okay, now in inline function, what we why we use inline function, it is to reduce the function call overhead. Okay, so when there is a function call, the whole code of the inline function gets inserted or substituted at the point of the function call. Okay, this is the main difference between the normal function or inline function, and this is done at the time of compilation by the C++ compiler. Clear? Okay, now here I have explain you about normal function execution and the inline function, the difference. Okay, so this is the normal function start, and here we have function call. When there is function call, the control get moves to the function definition. It executes this function and then again return back to the function call. Clear? Okay, this is the normal execution for the normal function. Okay, when there is inline function, just now we have seen, when there is inline function, this function call here, only at the time of function call, the definition of that function gets inserted in the code. Okay, this is the basic difference between normal function and the inline function. Okay, when to use inline function? When you have the simple functions, basic functions, at that time you can use inline function. Your inline function should not be too lengthy, should not be too complex, it should not include any loops and all. Okay, basic simple function. When there is a simple function, you can use what? Inline function. Clear? Okay, now let's move towards the syntax of inline function. Inline function is defined with the keyword inline. Okay, function definition is same, just you have to use what? Inline keyword with that. So inline, return type of the function, function name, number of parameters, and the function code. This is the syntax for defining the inline function. Okay, now why we need inline functions? This is the most important question. Okay, so if you recall the execution of normal functions, what happens there? CPU stores the memory address of the instruction, first step. Second, it copies the arguments of the function on the stack. Okay, after that it transfers the control to the specified function. Yes, then it executes the function code. Yes, and then return value in a predefined memory register. Okay, location. Okay, and after that finally it returns the control to the calling function. Okay. Okay, so if you have a small functions and basic functions, okay, one or two lines function, so why to do all these things? Okay, why to follow all these steps? This is overhead. Yes, and it takes time too. Okay, so if there is a case where the function execution time is less than the function switching time, okay, switching time to performing all this operation, it requires more time than the execution of function, then we can move to the inline function in that case. Understood what is the need of inline function and what is inline function? Okay, now let's move towards the program. We'll see it practically. Okay, let's start writing the program. So first thing which we include is hash include IO stream. I hope you all are doing with me. Okay, then after that using namespace std. Clear? Okay, after that, now we will write a program to find the multiplication of two numbers using inline function. Again, a simple program. So let me write one inline function, inline, and let's say my function return type is int and my function name is multiply. Okay, and In this function, I will just write return A into B. Okay, that's it. Clear? Okay, now we will take here two arguments. We pass two parameters, int A comma int B. Clear? Okay. Now we'll write one main function here. This is the inline function. Okay, in this way you can define your inline function, and remember that inline function should be for small and simple functions, and it should not be for lengthy and complex function. Okay. Okay, now after that we'll write main function here, int main, and in main function we call this inline function. Okay, so we'll just call this directly in the cout. Okay, multiply, because your function is returning value, so we need to display that value or store that value. So I'm calling here multiply function with some values, let's say 10 comma 2. Clear? In this way. And let me put endl also. Okay, again if I want to call the same function with some another value, so we'll copy this, and here let me put 5 comma 3. Clear? Okay, that's it. Understood. So in this way you can create your inline function, and when you call this function, okay, when you call this function, this call will get replaced by the function definition. Clear? So make sure your function definition is not too lengthy, it is just in one line. Okay, try to make it simple. Clear? Okay, now just save this and execute this, and here is your result. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, if there are advantages, there are some disadvantages also. Okay, like if you have multiple function calls, okay, multiple function calls, so replacing that here, substituting the function definition for each call, your program will become lengthy. Correct? Program file will become lengthy. And if you make complex program as complex functions as inline function, so this can also results in the loss of cache memory. Correct? So there are some disadvantages also. Clear? So this is about the inline functions in C++. I hope it is clear to everyone. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box, and share your feedback in comments. Okay. Okay, we'll stop here for today. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button.